In preparing for these episode discussions, I've had to go back and rather than read episode reviews because they tend to leave shit out, I've had to go back and read episode recaps just so I can jog my memory. I've only seen these episodes once, and I feel no need to watch them again. Even even in preparation for this, I'd really rather not watch them again for the most part. These first four episodes actually aren't that bad. As I said in the very first video, the first four episodes are actually pretty good. There's just a few things I would change. I would not use the two villains they use, and there's actually something that they both share in common, and it's kind of why I would not have used them, or at least not use them in the way they used them here. And I wouldn't have Brandon Roth as the Atom. It's not so much for what they do in these particular episodes. He's fine in these first four episodes. I don't even think he's in the fourth one at all, if I recall correctly. It's just knowing what they do with him later on, where he's just the friggin' discount, diet caffeine free fucking Iron Man. Knowing that, no, I would not use Brandon Roth in that capacity. Plus, kind of thing too is like we started off season 2 with this kind of hostile takeover or Queen Consolidated thing, and we're doing it again in the beginning of the next season, yet again. I mean, it's kind of a double beat. We've already been there, we've done this already, so yeah, I mean, he doesn't really need to be there. If you're gonna use Brandon Roth, give him something better to do. So yeah, so when I'm talking about these episodes, first I'm gonna talk about the villain because every episode's gotta have a villain when we have these like 23 episode seasons, and that's just how it's structured. There's a villain of the week, typically, which I don't think is a bad thing. I know people like, well, this show would be better for a shorter season, or it was the HBO, Netflix, BBC model of just no commercials and one long form 13-hour story like Daredevil and stuff. And it's like, yeah, okay, that could work, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with this way of doing things. It's the problem with this season was that the story just sucked and it didn't warrant 23 episodes, so a lot of it was spread out thin. And yeah, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to the pacing when believe around episode 9 we'll start talking about the pacing because it becomes really apparent that the pacing's fucking horrible by that point. And the way the episodes are placed and the storylines play out, it makes absolutely no fucking sense why it's stretched out for 9 episodes. So anyway, the villain in this episode is Count Vertigo. So a little history on Count Vertigo. So a lot of times you have superheroes. They have the like mirror image of themselves. Like their main rival will be someone who's like them but just evil. So let's look at the Flash. Appropriately enough, the sister TV show. They have Flash and Reverse Flash. And Reverse Flash is essentially the Flash, just evil. He has Flash speedster powers, and he's just a bad guy. He's just a bad version. But in addition to that, you also have this kind of mirror image rival thing with a villain who has contrasting powers. So with the Flash, it's Captain Cold, and his cold gun abilities, his use of cold, is the opposite of the Flash in the sense that it's the cold on a subatomic level. Extreme cold is like absolute slowness. It actually stops things. So in that sense, it's the opposite of the Flash, who's all about speed and movement, where the cold on the subatomic level is, slowness, stopping things, etc. So it's contrasting powers. So Green Arrow has this. He has Merlin the Dark Archer, who is an archer just like Green Arrow, except that he's evil. But then he's got the villain who has contrasting powers. And in this case, that's Count Vertigo. Now, Count Vertigo, he suffers from this condition called Meniere's disease, which is it gives you like deafness and it fucks with your ability to of balance and things. And what he finds out is that he gets these like hearing aid type things that help him with his condition, but he finds out if he screwed around with them a bit, he can his hearing aid thingies could like project this thing called the vertigo effect, which gives people vertigo, induces vertigo in them, and so in a sense it kind of gives people like Meniere's disease themselves on a temporary basis. Yeah, okay, it's kind of ridiculous, right? I mean, it's like, well, wouldn't anyone having these weird hearing aid things be able to figure that out for themselves? But anyway, so you see there contrasting powers. Green Arrow, he's all about the hand-eye coordination, the precision with the aiming of the arrow, and the archery skills and everything. And the vertical effect, it cancels it out. So in that way, he's a good foil for Green Arrow. So in this show, since they're doing the Mike Grell, Christopher Nolan grounded shit in the first season, they introduce Count Vertigo. And some people think it's kind of hokey, the explanation they gave for who he was and things. I think it worked, personally. So, what Vertigo is in this universe, Vertigo is a drug. Like one of these designer drugs like ecstasy, that if you take it in small doses, you go to the fucking raves and shit, you take some and it gives you like this vertigo high thing. And then in large doses, it gives you extreme amounts of pain. Like to the point where you rather kill yourself than to just deal with it until the drug's out of your system. And of course, at the same time, it's also inducing vertigo in you, so it's kind of like the comic book thing too. And then so there's this big pusher of the vertigo drug in Starling City. He goes by the name the Count because he injects people with large doses of the vertigo drug to kill them or whatever, and he uses a double syringe and he ejects it into people's necks as though he's like a vampire. So hence Count Vertigo. And yeah, okay, kind of hokey, but hey, I buy it. Works for me. And we never actually learn what the guy's name is. This crazy drug pusher guy. Hey, it worked. Hey, I thought it worked. So they kill him off in season 2. He gets killed off. And a lot of people kind of complained, well, it's Count Vertigo. He's one of Green Arrow's big villains. And, yeah, I kind of agree, but then someone suggested, and I think they may still be doing this, where, with, how Laurel, Roy Harper, Thea, Oliver, they kind of start them off at a different place, and then at the end of the 5-year origin, they're going to get them to the point where they are in the comic books. I think they might actually be doing that with Count Vertigo. So it's like a slow burn thing, where they're starting him off at a different place, but eventually he's going to be the guy from Vladova, whatever, the fictional European country where he's supposedly royalty and all that, and he has the proper vertigo effect ability and stuff like that. He's more like the comic book counterpart. So over the summer, they announced that they cast Peter Stormare as the new 52 Count Vertigo. And I figured, hey, that's a cool way to bring Count Vertigo back because they killed him off last season. So they're gonna do the new 52 interpretation as though he's a different character. Hey, that's clever, right? Because in the new 52, his name is Warner Seidel, which I believe that's how it's pronounced. In all previous incarnations of Count Vertigo in the comic, he's just known as Count Vertigo. Like that's literally his name, Count Vertigo. He's a count. He's the whatever fuck country, royalty, right? I mean, in that way, he's kind of like DC's Doctor Doom. He's royalty of a fictitious Eastern European country. So in Arrow, it's the same way. In the Arrow universe, it's just like the New 52. Count Vertigo is a title. It's not literally someone's name. So if you're going to call him Warner Zeidel, then it would imply you're going to do the New 52 version of the character. And I kind of think the use of him here, this is my conspiracy theory, was kind of Andrew Kreisberg throwing Jeff Lemire a bone. So remember the comic book stuff I talked about in Part 12? How Kreisberg took over for Lemire on the actual Green Arrow comic book? He is now using one of his characters in the TV show. We all know how Kreisberg basically fucking buried all the shit that that Lemire did in his run when he took over the comic. So this is kind of like Kreisberg's way of throwing him a bone, right? So is this character the New 52 Count Vertigo, like the name would imply? No. No, he's a completely original character who's a again drug lord. So he takes over for the original Count Vertigo, and he goes around calling himself Count Vertigo because he's the new big pusher of Vertigo. And he's some kind of kung fu guy, so it's kind of funny seeing Prehistoric Mirror doing weird fucking karate bullshit fighting Green Arrow, and able to hold his own. And the way he uses Vertigo is different than the original Vertigo, because now he takes the Vertigo drug and he puts them in these darts that he throws at people. And he also made a new formulation of Vertigo. It no longer is the thing where you take a little bit, gives you a weird Vertigo high, and then large dose, it gives you extreme pain. Now, what Vertigo does is it works like the fear toxin from Batman Begins. The Scarecrow fear toxin. I am not fucking kidding. Batman, again, with the Batman shit. This is not needed. I can guarantee you what fucking happened here. They went to Warner Brothers in DC, and it's just like with fucking Ted Kord Blue Beetle. Is that just like they wanted to use Batman, we were told no. They wanted to use Scarecrow for this episode. I guarantee you this is what happened. They wanted to use Scarecrow. They were told no. They said, fuck it, we're going to do it anyway. And they gave fucking Count Vertigo fucking Scarecrow powers. They have nothing to do with each other. And it was all done because they wanted to do this sequence where Green Arrow has a fight with Oliver Queen, because the new version of Vertigo is supposed to show you your greatest fear, and this whole season's supposed to be about identity. And we talked about this too, where I was thinking we were gonna do the Batman Dark Knight thing, where Oliver Queen's feeling pretty confident that the streets of Starling City are starting to get cleaned up, and there may come a day when we don't need Green Arrow anymore. And he's having these identity issues, so they gotta have this sequence where he's fighting himself. So he has the fear toxin in his system, because that's what it fucking is the Scarecrow fear toxin. And they even go so far as to rip off the special effects from Batman Begins. It's literally the same effect. Like Count Vertigo, he has the same kind of monster head fucking bullshit that happens when you see the point of view shots from Batman Begins when people were fucked up on Vertigo. The fear toxin, whatever, it's the same fucking thing anyway. It's just that instead of a Scarecrow monster face, it's a fucking generic monster face. So they just did this so they can have the stupid Green Arrow versus Oliver Queen fight. And it's just like more Batman shit where you don't need it. We get it. Okay, you guys like fucking Batman. We get it already. But I would rather have seen the fucking New 52 Count Vertigo. If that's what you're implying by his name, fucking do the character.